The one thing that I love that she's bringing to her sport, more people want to watch.
Just moments ago, Larry Bird sent shockwaves through the basketball world with a message that stunned everyone.
Caitlin Clark is box office. She is a star. Who, by the way, I'm going to go there, who happens to be white and brought a level of attention and allure to the sport it had not received before.
Especially A'ja Wilson and Angel Reese. Known for their public rivalry with Caitlin Clark, both stars were left reeling as the Indiana legend himself threw his full support behind Clark, calling her the future of basketball.
There is nobody interesting in the WNBA past or present except for Caitlin Clark. They've all shown themselves to be sexist, racist, petty, ridiculous.
Larry Bird, whose name is synonymous with greatness, didn't just compare Caitlin to himself. He declared her the player who could revolutionize the WNBA, just as he and Magic Johnson reshaped the NBA decades ago. But why did this endorsement send such a strong message?
Caitlin Clark is becoming the best player, not because she's white, because she's that good. She's having Larry Bird impact. She's been the driving force of the hottest team in the entire league, despite her record turnovers. Why? Because she's that good.
The answer lies in what Caitlin Clark represents, a fearless, game-changing force unlike anything we've ever seen, while some, like Wilson and Reese, have tried to downplay her dominance.
But we all realize that Caitlin Clark single-handedly is responsible for the WNBA mattering.
The praise from Larry Bird, Michael Jordan, and Shaquille O'Neal tells a different story. Clark has become a symbol of what's possible in the WNBA, a player who doesn't just excel, but redefines the game entirely.
It's killing you that a straight white woman has come into the League of Angry Lesbians and dominated everything.
Whether it's her record-breaking performances or her unshakable composure, Clark has captivated fans and silenced critics with a style that echoes legends like Steph Curry and Allen Iverson. But this rise hasn't come without challenges.
I saw somebody break down the release time, which is pretty much identical to mine. You can't help but watch when she plays, where she's shooting from, the range, the confidence, the flair. Like, she's a performer.
Angel Reese and A'ja Wilson have made their disdain clear, yet their criticisms pale in comparison to the powerful words of basketball's greatest voices. And now, Larry Bird's statement cements what we already know.
There is a Caitlin Clark effect on all of basketball, and especially on women's basketball ratings. Kudos to her. She has elevated an entire sport.
If she would not have joined the WNBA, these numbers would not be the way that they are with or without her, right?
Caitlin Clark isn't just playing the game, she's rewriting its history.
What Caitlin Clark does is kind of simple, really. She shows up at games, she signs autographs, she talks to little girls wearing jerseys, she smiles to the crowd, and then here's the most important thing. She competes like a maniac. I mean like a maniac.
Caitlin Clark's rise to stardom is nothing short of extraordinary. From her college dominance to her seamless transition into the WNBA, she has shattered expectations at every turn. As a rookie, she delivered a record-breaking season, becoming the player everyone couldn't stop talking about. With the most points and assists ever by a rookie in WNBA history, Clark showed that she wasn't just here to compete, she was here to lead.
Most points by a point guard in a season in WNBA history. Most double-doubles by a rookie guard in WNBA history. Most points by a rookie in WNBA history. Most assists by a rookie in the history of the WNBA. First WNBA rookie to record 2 triple-doubles. First triple-double by a rookie in WNBA history.
It's not just the stats that define her, but her fearless approach to the game, inspiring comparisons to some of basketball's all-time greats. Clark's ability to elevate her team is one of her greatest strengths. Despite her youth, she plays with a maturity and vision that sets her apart. Her court awareness and playmaking make her a floor general, capable of creating opportunities for her teammates while still delivering jaw-dropping performances herself.
Watch her play. She plays at a high level.
She's going to break records nonstop for the next couple years.
If she's playing, they will come, they will watch the game.
This duality, being both an individual star and a team-first player, has drawn admiration from fans, analysts, and even rival players. For someone so early in her career, this is a rare and remarkable quality.
Caitlin is the face right now, and that's also good. Like, she's selling out gyms, of course. Like, why would you hate against that?
The WNBA tried to capitalize on her popularity and crammed a lot of games in over a short amount of time, playing against the best teams in the WNBA.
Her composure under pressure is another hallmark of her greatness. Unlike many rookies who falter under the bright lights, Caitlin thrives, whether it's hitting impossible three-pointers from near the logo or making clutch plays in the final seconds. She's proven time and time again that she lives for the big moments. This unshakable confidence not only boosts her team's morale, but also cements her as a player to watch, someone who can change the outcome of a game single-handedly. But what truly sets Caitlin apart is her ability to innovate and redefine how the game is played. Much like Steph Curry revolutionized shooting in the NBA, Clark's deep range accuracy and ability to score from anywhere on the court are changing the expectations for WNBA players. Fans flock to arenas just to witness her perform, and her electrifying style of play is inspiring a new generation of basketball enthusiasts. Caitlin isn't just winning games, she's reshaping the culture of women's basketball, proving that dominance isn't about physicality alone, it's about skill, strategy, and heart.
Caitlin Clark has been the best thing, the most dominant thing to happen to the WNBA ever. Remember, there's been good players come out of college, but nobody really cared. We'd seen it. Nobody really cared.
Caitlin Clark's unprecedented rise has caught the attention of basketball royalty, with legends like Larry Bird, Shaquille O'Neal, and Michael Jordan stepping forward to hail her as a game changer. Their words carry immense weight, as these icons don't just hand out compliments, they recognize greatness when they see it. Larry Bird, known for his deadly accuracy and unparalleled basketball IQ, sees echoes of his own legacy in Clark. He's described her as someone who could redefine women's basketball, just as he and Magic Johnson revolutionized the NBA during its formative years. For Bird, Clark's ability to dominate the court is not just about talent, it's about her relentless drive and composure, traits that made him a legend and are now carving her path to greatness. Shaquille O'Neal, one of the most physically dominant players the sport has ever seen, has also sung Clark's praises, highlighting how she's breaking barriers in the WNBA. What makes Shaq's admiration particularly significant is the contrast between their styles. While Shaq was a powerhouse of sheer strength and size, Clark relies on precision, agility, and skill. Yet both players command respect for their ability to control the game. Shaq has pointed out that Clark's deep-range shooting and creative playmaking remind him of Steph Curry, another player who changed the game. For O'Neal, Clark is not just a star, she's the catalyst for a new era of basketball, someone who makes audiences sit up and pay attention every time she steps onto the court.
I think, like you said, Caitlin's been great, but I've heard no one say Caitlin got the opportunity to be this because of all the sweat of these women that came before her. You know, so like it goes both ways. Yeah. Like Caitlin has 1,000% brought uptick in popularity to the league, which is great.
Michael Jordan, often regarded as the greatest of all time, has also weighed in on Clark's impact. His words, often sparing and deliberate, carry a profound sense of endorsement. Jordan has praised her ability to deliver under pressure, a hallmark of his own legendary career, but he didn't stop there. He criticized the officiating in the WNBA, highlighting how Clark has faced unfair treatment on the court. For Jordan, this isn't just about recognizing Clark's skills, it's about demanding the respect she's earned. Such advocacy from a figure like Jordan underscores just how transformative her presence is, not just for her team, but for the league as a whole. What ties these legends together in their admiration for Caitlin is her ability to combine individual brilliance with a team-first mentality. Like Larry Bird, she has the vision to elevate those around her. Like Michael Jordan, she thrives in high-pressure situations. And like Shaquille O'Neal, she captivates audiences with her unique style of play. These comparisons are not handed out lightly. They're a testament to the seismic impact Clark is having on the sport. Legends recognize that her game is not just about putting up numbers, it's about changing perceptions, breaking barriers, and inspiring the next generation of players to dream bigger than ever before.
Steph Curry, a little kid. Like Steph Curry, I love, you know why I love Steph Curry? Because I've never seen that before. I've never seen that before. I've seen it a little bit. He's doing stuff that people never seen before. She's doing stuff we've never seen before.
What makes this even more remarkable is that Clark is just getting started. Her rookie season alone has drawn comparisons to some of the greatest careers in basketball history. Larry Bird and Magic Johnson were not considered the best players in the NBA when they entered, but they quickly rose to the top by revolutionizing the way the game was played. Similarly, Caitlin Clark has arrived in the WNBA not as just another promising rookie, but as a pioneer whose influence is already reshaping the sport. The fact that legends like Bird, Jordan, and O'Neal are rallying behind her proves that she isn't merely a player to watch. She's a player destined to leave an indelible mark on basketball history. Caitlin Clark's impact extends far beyond the hardwood. Her influence is not just shaping the WNBA, it's creating a cultural shift that redefines what is possible in women's basketball. With every deep three-pointer, every dazzling assist, and every clutch performance, Clark is proving that women's basketball is as thrilling and skill-intensive as its male counterpart. This realization is drawing in a new wave of fans, many of whom are experiencing the WNBA for the first time. Caitlin is at the center of this revolution, and her presence is sparking conversations that could change the league forever.
I mean, it's crazy. Like 40 and 12, like people don't understand. Like that's not easy. Like scoring and then getting everybody involved. Like what she's doing is unbelievable.
What makes Clark so influential is her ability to connect with fans in ways few athletes can. Her fearless style of play isn't just impressive, it's inspiring. Young players around the world are mimicking her moves, practicing her signature long-range shots, and dreaming of following in her footsteps. For years, the WNBA struggled to attract attention and carve out a distinct identity. Now, Clark's electrifying performances are giving the league a marquee player who can compete with the global appeal of stars like Steph Curry and LeBron James. Her highlights dominate social media, her jerseys are flying off the shelves, and her name is becoming synonymous with excitement and innovation. The comparisons to Steph Curry go deeper than just shooting. Much like Curry transformed the NBA into a league that emphasizes three-point shooting and guard-centric play, Clark is doing the same for the WNBA. Her range forces defenders to stretch beyond their comfort zones, opening up the court for her teammates. Coaches are already rethinking strategies to counter her, and her presence is influencing how teams draft and train players. Caitlin's ability to reshape the game strategically is one of her most profound contributions to basketball. It's not just about what she does on the court, it's about how she forces everyone else to evolve.
If you ain't in the Steph Curry shape, that's how she plays, bro. She gonna give you more than 10. She can shoot, and she got work, bro.
Beyond her skills, Clark's charisma and professionalism have made her a media darling. In an era where athletes are scrutinized for every word and action, Caitlin has navigated the spotlight with grace. She speaks with confidence but never arrogance, and her interviews reflect a player who is as thoughtful as she is talented. This media-savvy approach has made her a role model not just for her athletic abilities, but for her character. It's rare for a rookie to command this level of respect from peers, legends, and fans, yet Clark has done so effortlessly. Caitlin's influence isn't limited to basketball either. Her story of hard work and perseverance is inspiring broader conversations about gender equity in sports. She's showing that women athletes can generate just as much excitement, skill, and revenue as men if given the platform to shine. The record-breaking viewership for her college games and her inaugural WNBA season is proof that audiences are hungry for talent like hers. By excelling on the biggest stages and challenging the status quo, Clark is becoming a symbol of progress in sports.
I mean, what she's done for the game the last couple of years, I mean, she is a shining star. And you know, the thing I like about her, man, she doesn't say a word. Yeah, she's never said a word about anybody. She just shows up and does her job.
Even off the court, her impact is being felt. Major brands are lining up to work with her, seeing her as the perfect ambassador for their products. Unlike many athletes who fade into the background after their games, Caitlin is leveraging her influence to build a legacy that goes beyond basketball. She's part of a new wave of players who understand the importance of branding and visibility, and she's using her platform to inspire young athletes and advocate for the growth of the WNBA. What's most striking about Caitlin's broader influence is how quickly it has taken hold. It took decades for players like Magic Johnson and Larry Bird to elevate the NBA, yet Clark has already sparked a similar transformation in women's basketball within a single season. Her rivalry with other top players may grab headlines, but her true legacy lies in how she's elevating the league as a whole. The WNBA isn't just growing because of Caitlin, it's thriving because she's showing the world how exciting and impactful the women's game can be.
And my advice to anyone that comes in with this, this level of like notoriety, out of this world expectation, whatever the case may be, I just think it's all about having, be a horse, man. The Kentucky Derby, put your blinders on, go to work, show up to work, punch your clock in, prepare yourself, work on your game, work on your craft,
Caitlin Clark isn't just a player, she's a phenomenon, a cultural force, and a trailblazer for future generations. Her influence extends to fans, players, coaches, and even the business side of sports. By captivating audiences and pushing boundaries, she's proving that basketball greatness knows no gender. Every three-pointer she sinks and every record she breaks is another step toward a brighter future for the WNBA, where talent like hers is celebrated and revered. Caitlin Clark's journey has only just begun, yet her impact on basketball is already undeniable. From earning praise from legends like Larry Bird, Shaquille O'Neal, and Michael Jordan, to inspiring a new generation of fans and players, she's changing the game in ways we've never seen before. Her talent, composure, and relentless drive have solidified her as a rising icon, not just in the WNBA, but in the entire world of sports. As detractors continue to question her rise, Caitlin doesn't just respond, she dominates. Every game she plays, every record she breaks, and every fan she inspires is a reminder that she's here to leave her mark. While rivalries may fuel the drama, it's clear that Clark is in a league of her own, rewriting the future of women's basketball one historic moment at a time.
It's crazy though, just because her shot is like that, it's at that level. If you really watch, like her floor game is as impressive. So
Clark's ability to silence her critics with sheer brilliance on the court is what makes her story so compelling. She doesn't need the last word in interviews or press conferences. She lets her performance speak for itself. It's this poise and confidence that have not only earned her the respect of basketball's biggest legends, but have also made her a role model for millions. Young athletes, particularly girls, see themselves in Caitlin's journey, realizing that with enough dedication and passion, they too can reach the pinnacle of their sport. Beyond the hardwood, Caitlin is becoming a symbol of change in the sports world. Her presence in the WNBA is pushing the conversation forward about equity in sports, equity in talent recognition, viewership, and opportunities. She's proving to skeptics that the women's game has just as much heart, excitement, and talent as the men's, paving the way for future generations to dream even bigger. Caitlin's success isn't just hers, it's a victory for every young athlete fighting for their place in the spotlight.
Some of these players, anybody that does something flagrant to this young lady for what she's brought to the game should be suspended and fined big time for doing that.
The story of Caitlin Clark is far from over, and as the spotlight grows brighter, so does her legacy. The legends see it, the fans feel it, and soon, the world will too. Caitlin Clark isn't just the future of basketball, she's the now. With every game, she carves her place in history, proving that greatness isn't something you wait for, it's something you claim. The WNBA has found its star, and her name is Caitlin Clark. If you're ready to dive into the latest and greatest moments in women's basketball, you're in the right place. Here on WNBA Original, we cover everything from breaking news to inspiring stories, bringing you closer to the action and the players who make it all happen. Don't forget to hit subscribe and turn on notifications, so you'll always be the first to know what's happening on and off the court. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned for more from WNBA Original.